Okay, so from drawing that square out, the reason why we do draw that square out is so that we can see that we have to distribute to everything. This problem right here is y minus 3 squared. That's the same thing right here, right? So y minus 3 squared, if we expand y minus 3 squared, that's the same thing as y minus 3 times itself. Usually just the act of expanding it when you see it squared like that helps jog your memory that, oh yeah, I have to FOIL, right? So here we get y squared minus 3y minus 3y, and then negative 3 times negative 3 is plus 9, yes. So when we simplify, y squared minus 6y plus 9, or using the formula. Did it make sense what I was saying before about how we use the formula? Just plugging those things in where you see the a, you're going to square it. So y minus 3 squared, if I use the formula, is y squared minus 2 of these, so that's 6y, right? And then squaring the 3. Squaring the negative 3 still always gives us a positive. So in a perfect square trinomial, when you square a binomial, you will always get a PST, a perfect square trinomial. It will always have that last number positive. Does that make sense? Because a negative times a negative will always give you a positive. Okay, so we could give a numerical example. Let's say we did, we're going to call a equal to 5 and b equal to 1. So we have 5 minus 1 squared. Who can tell me what 5 minus 1 squared is? 16, because it's 4 squared, which is 16. If we do 5 squared minus 1 squared, do we get the same thing? 25 minus 1 is 24, and these are not equal to each other, which is the reason why a minus b squared is not equal to a squared minus b squared. Okay, so we can distribute over multiplication or division. If I say x squared over y squared to the third power, I can take exponents over division, and I can take them over multiplication, but just not addition and subtraction. Okay? So how does this work with some of these examples? Well, you could use the formula that we just learned, which is saying that a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, or you can really simply expand them and FOIL. So really important to remember when you have that perfect square there that you really want to multiply it by itself, okay, or use the formula. So here t squared plus, my middle term is going to be 8t. Does everybody see where I'm getting the 8t? I'm just cutting to that, plus 16. Okay, try example 7 and example 8, and then we'll do the next one together after that.